into free land of your own will. Hi, I'm a huge nerd, and I'm a fan of vampires. And as a nerdy fan of vampires, I like to sometimes pretend to be a vampire. A good way to pretend to be a vampire is by drinking blood. Blood! In Ivor Styles' How to Make Vampire Cookies episode, she makes some delicious vampire cookies, which I have previously made. And then she sort of tries to make a blood drink. She pours some normal milk and then puts in some red food coloring and some strawberry syrup and mixes it up, and then gets what you get when you mix red and white. Pink. Not really what we were going for. So my thought that for some reason she didn't think of was, why not add chocolate syrup and make chocolate strawberry milk that would be darker, it would look like blood, in theory. And I decided to put it to the test. Why not do my best to make a good blood beverage? I had two thoughts for the premise of making a vampire bloody drink. That's chocolate milk and tea. There are some teas that are pretty red in color, and if you let it steep for a while, I could see it kind of looking like blood. And why not put it to the test? So to start off, let's try some ginger tea. While that steeps, we'll try some pomegranate pizzazz. Already looking more bloody than the ginger. Next, hibiscus tea. Next, we'll try raspberry zinger. The last tea will be black cherry berry. Okay, while the teas brew, let's get started on our chocolate milk / cocoa experiment. Let's get started with some Twin Brook Creamery chocolate milk. According to something I read online, food color paste, not just food color itself, is a good way to get a good dark red. Looks pretty blood-like already, actually. Hopefully we can transfer this to the milk. Slightly reddish now. I should have gotten some of that strawberry syrup, but let's try some red food coloring. Whoops, that looks like blood. So far, the food coloring's having the biggest effect, not the food paste. I saw on the internet that adding a little blue can sometimes help. I obviously got way too much blue. Well, we'll see how that goes. Make sure to cap it. Don't want blue spilling out everywhere. And now it's just kind of dark and gungy. I honestly think this is the best I'm gonna do. It doesn't look very bloody, but it does look better than Ivor Styles' pink. So, there's that. Tastes good. Blood. Next, the Dairy Gold. Oh, I love seeing it splash up like that. It looks so bloody. It's not really mixing with the bottom though. I'm thinking maybe the fork was a bad idea. Let's try a knife. Whoops. Vampires must have such trouble keeping stains out of things. It's actually not bad. I think I might have to call it. That's probably the best it'll look. Wow, that flavor actually is not as good. Probably because I put more of the food coloring in. It tastes a little funky. Appearance-wise, this is so far the winner. Taste-wise, this is so far the winner. Let's see what we can accomplish with good old-fashioned normal milk and chocolate syrup. Alright, we have slightly dark normal milk, a little bit of syrup. Let's see what we can do with some color. So far, not too dissimilar from Eye for Styles' pink milk. Let's see if we can do better. And a little blue. Oh. Again, a little more than I wanted. And now it's looking like that Star Wars milk. Blue paste. Now it just kind of looks gray, slightly pink. At least it's more pink now. Actually doesn't look that different from the other drinks. And yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna get too different from this. It's probably just get gungier from here. So when you compare it to Eye for Styles' example, not much better, but still better. So I don't know, maybe I was giving her too much flack. This is harder than it looks. Taste test. Not as chocolatey as the brand chocolate milks, and not as plastic confectionery as the Darigold one ended out. Kind of just slightly flavored normal milk. Not bad. I actually don't see any reason to try a couple other versions of the chocolate milk, so you know, I'll just put these back in the cupboard. Hot cocoa. In this case, I have a Keurig hot cocoa Swiss Miss. Already some food coloring on this fork. Slightly darker brown. Brownish. Actually not terribly bad, just needs a little red now. It's a really dark color with like an edge of reds now. Honestly, not that bad. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay. Well, after that experiment, I have to say the winner is Swiss Miss Hot Cocoa with a mix of the red food coloring, the blue food coloring, and the red paste. Runner-ups: Bigelow Pomegranate Pizzazz and Buddha Tea Hibiscus Tea. Yep, yeah, I have a slight preference for pomegranate pizzazz, but it's very similar to hibiscus tea. I think this black cherry berry, yeah, that's the next best because it's a bit dark. Raspberry zinger, it's red, but it doesn't really have the blood look to it. Chocolate milks. Yeah, I think the Darigold looks the best of the chocolate milks, but since I ended up adding so much of that red food coloring, it ended up tasting pretty bad. And then the Twin Brooks Creamery doesn't look as good, but because it was already a bit dark, I didn't put as much food coloring in, and it at least tastes like chocolate milk. And then the just doctored up normal milk comes in last for the chocolate milks. And then the ginger tea just wasn't the right color. It says ginger, I would expect it to be red. Redheads are called gingers. but this is like champagne. So yeah, I recommend if you're gonna pretend to be a vampire, wanna drink something that looks like blood, get some Swiss Miss hot cocoa and doctor it up with a mix of red food coloring, red coloring paste, and a tiny bit of blue. Might want to get a smaller bottle than I did. As a consequence of this experiment, my hands, they look like I hunted down and grabbed some nice neck and sunk my teeth into it.